What's up, guys, and welcome. You are watching Fazi Fitness. Pictures of Michal Krizo posing next to Milos are making rounds on Instagram, and people are confused. Is Milos coaching Krizo as he makes his way into the IFBB Pro League? The answer is no. Michal's coach is Alexander Holobik, and Milos himself confirmed it in a response to a comment made under his post. Milos is a guy who himself has stood next to some of the greatest bodybuilders of all time. Ronnie Coleman, Flex Wheeler, Sean Ray, Kevin Levron, Nasir Al-Sambate, and the list just goes on and on. After watching Krizo pose and Milos claiming that pictures or videos don't do him any justice, that is a proof that Michal Krizo is a legit freak of nature. Keep in mind, Krizo is traveling, so his food isn't 100%. He isn't on tons of drugs and PEDs, plus he hasn't committed to a show, and still he looks like that, which is extremely impressive. All bodybuilders have weaknesses, and so does Kirzo. Notice when he hits the front double, the chest disappears. Plus, it comes down to that saying, shows are won from the back, and Michal's back is his biggest weakness. Not taking anything away from this guy, his arrival in the Pro League is great if you are a bodybuilding fan. For the people saying that they haven't seen him in an IFBB Pro Standard conditioning, the answer is that he knew there was no competition in the Elite Pro League. He was still winning every show with such dominance with only 85% condition. And why push for more? Same goes for his lack of enough development in certain areas of his physique. Now, Michal has to push to his absolute limits as he goes against the best in the world. Is everyone happy that he is getting so much hype? Apparently no. Mohammad Foda, the 28 years old active IFBB pro, who is also Hani Wambor's athlete, had some harsh things to say about Krizo. For the record, Mohammad Foda did one show in 2021, the Kuwait Pro, where he placed 5th. While some of us do agree with him, stating that Patrick Moore was overhyped and instead of improving over the years, Patrick has been a disappointment. But comparing Patrick to Krizo isn't fair. Patrick had no freak factor in his physique. Even after 4 years when Patrick is on stage, the lack of size is evident. Michal, on the other hand, is one of the biggest guys out there. And before people start bashing him, we should all welcome him and give him a solid chance to prove to the bodybuilding world that he can battle it out with the best of the best. Another Olympia debut is loading as Blessing Avudibu starts his Olympia Prep under his coach George Farah. This year has been amazing for Blessing so far. Got 2 pro victories and one of them was the prestigious New York Pro. I do not think there is enough time for him to make his legs grow up to a point where he can challenge any of the top Olympians this year. I am, however, more excited for his battle with Charles Griffin, who clearly thinks that the judges made a really bad call at Indy Pro by crowning Blessing as the winner. If Derek Lansford gets the invite, this coming Olympia will be one of the most competitive in a long time. Nick Walker clearly thinks that Hunter Labrada will stay in the top 5 this year. Nick has trained with Hunter up close, and he sees the potential. Big Ramy, Hadi Chopin, Nick Walker, put them at the top. There is your top 4. What about Brendan Curry and William Bonac? What if William shows up better than his Arnold classic look? And where does Derek Lansford card falls in this lineup? Because everyone is predicting that Derek has the tools to crack top 5 this year. We aren't even considering guys like Akeem Williams or the Nigerian lion Samson or even Ian. Will this be one of the most competitive top 8 of all time? Just 2 days out of Chicago Pro, here are the final updates from some competitors who have a chance of winning this show. Tim Budisham, disappointed after Portugal's placing, is planning to bring a much harder and much fuller version to the stage. Looks like water is off Antoine, and he is all ready to rock the stage in 2 days. With a brilliant performance in Vancouver Pro, this is Antoine's show to win. Hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video and smash the subscribe button if you want to come back for more. Thanks for watching.